Okay, let me show you my Sonic the Hedgehog video game collection. The classic, Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I have this one for my Sega Genesis, and I still have my Sega Genesis. The games are not inside. All the games I have in like a certain case, but I didn't feel like getting all the games and putting them in, but I have them, trust me. And one of my friends on Xbox Live can vouch for me. But yeah, I got the first Sonic game, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is freaking amazing. Like I said, I don't have any of the games inside. Got Sonic 2, Sonic Spinball. Some people like this game, some people do not. But this game is freaking awesome. Did I just say that? I mean, this game is trash. And I have Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This game is freaking awesome. And I have Sonic and Knuckles that go like Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is part 1 of a complete set. It's supposed to be Sonic the Hedgehog 3, one big long game, which I think it is in Japan. But here in America they split it in two. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, which actually I do not have the game case for. I don't remember how I lost it, to be honest. I think Jack Nicholson came by and said, "Hey Diego, I need to borrow one of your game cases." So I let him borrow it, and he must have stolen it. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Dun 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 dun. The game we do not speak of. Sonic 3D Blast. The game is pretty damn garbage. I said this game was pretty trash, which actually it's not as bad compared to this Mundo trash. I have Sonic Advance 1, but it's in my car and I don't feel like getting it. And I don't have the case for Sonic Advance 1. I lost it. And this is Sonic Advance 2, which is actually kind of crushed because one of my friends sat on it. The bastard, you know who you are, asshole. And then Sonic Advance 3. This one I think, well actually you know what, I think Sonic Advance 2 is better than Sonic Advance 3. But they're both really good games. And Sonic Advance 1, which I have in my car, is really good too. I got a DS and I got Sonic Rush. And Sonic Rush is an amazing, amazing game. I love it. And you know, I only bought a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy Nintendo DS for the Sonic games. And once I found out that Sonic Rush and that Nintendo DS can play Game Boy Advance games, I sold my Game Boy Advance and just stuck with DS. So Sonic Rush, and I got Sonic Rush Adventure, the sequel, which is I actually like Sonic Rush 1 better, but Sonic Rush Adventure is actually really fun too. And then I got Dreamcast games, Sonic Adventure. As you can see, this is the All-Star Collection. I had the original case, but I forgot what happened to it, so I had to get the All-Star Edition case. So yeah, this is a great Sonic 3D game. They say there is no great Sonic 3D games, but this is one of them. And this is another one of them for Dreamcast, Sonic Adventure 2. I love this game. The introduction of Shadow. It's an amazing game. Uh-oh. The game most people fear. Sonic the Hedgehog 06. It's called Sonic the Hedgehog, but most people refer to it as Sonic the Hedgehog 06, or Sonic Next Gen, or Sonic Xbox 360, Sonic the Hedgehog PS3, whatever you want to call it. But it's also called the worst Sonic the Hedgehog game of all time, which may be true. But I actually like the Sonic portions of the game. Yes, Shadow and Silver in the game suck balls, but the Sonic the Hedgehog himself is not too bad. But most people fear it. Dun 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 dun. Sonic Unleashed, a game that's underrated by a lot of people, mostly critics online. They pandered this game and squandered it, and this game is really, really good. The daytime levels in Sonic, probably the best in a 3D Sonic game, period. I love Sonic Unleashed. The Werehog, even though I didn't want to play as the Werehog, I still didn't find it as bad as playing like Shadow or Silver from Sonic 06, or playing Sonic Spinball, or Sonic 3D Blast. So, people underrate this game. If you don't have it, and you're a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, go get it. Get it for the Xbox 360 or PS3, whichever console you have. Don't get it for the Wii. It's not as good. Trust me. Get it for the Xbox 360 or PS3. Despite what critics say, this game is fucking amazing. I don't have any Sega Saturn games like Sonic R or Sonic Jam or any of those special collections. I don't even have that Sonic Ultimate Genesis collection that they have for the 360. I don't have Sonic Riders or Sonic Riders Zero Gravity or Sonic Rivals 1 and 2 for the PSP. I didn't get any of those games, and I don't have Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing or Sonic and Sega Superstar Tennis. I don't have any of that stuff. I don't really get the spin-off. Or I used to have Sonic Shuffle, but I sold that game. For the Dreamcast, I had Sonic Shuffle. It was so crap, I sold it, and I never looked to get another spin-off game. You know, the spin-off game, this is like the only spin-off game that I have, Sonic Spinball. And since I'm here, and they're really close by, I'm going to show you the movies that I got of Sonic the Hedgehog. The best. You know you dealing the best. The best. I don't know if that's the lyrics for that song. Whatever. This is Sonic the Hedgehog Sat AM, the complete series. All 26 episodes. If you're a fan of Sonic, this is a must-buy. It is the show that most people love. The comic books are based off of this show, and the comic books are still ongoing today. They started in '95, and they're still ongoing today, which is amazing. It has over 210 issues. And this is where Princess Sally is introduced, a character that is beloved by not just fans, but Sega themselves. So, get this movie if you haven't already. It's not a movie, it's a complete series, television episode of Sonic the Hedgehog, dubbed by the fans Sat AM because it was on Saturday mornings on ABC. So, and I'm actually writing a script based on this TV show and the comic books. And if you don't believe me, where is it at? That's not it. Well, bear with me for a second. There we go. This is the Sonic the Hedgehog script that I'm writing. This is all this stuff, you know, right here. I'm writing for a movie. I wanna grow up to be a Hollywood film writer, and so this is only like half of the script. I'm not even done making it, but yeah, I wrote a Sonic the Hedgehog script. Or I'm in the process of writing it. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. A show that many people hate. I kind of do too, but because it's like silly. It's like a, you know, Tom and Jerry or a freaking Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote type cartoon, but it's really funny and it doesn't take itself seriously, which is what I like. So this is good if you want to laugh, and that's about it. It's not as good as this one, of course, and they both aired at the same time, Sonic Sat AM and this one, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. And it's pretty funny. I have all of them. This is Volume 2 of Sonic Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Volume 3 of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. And they never changed the covers. And this is Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, the Japanese OVA. I know the cover is a bit different because I bought this online from Amazon, but it is that Sonic OVA, and yeah, it's the one where Sonic faces Metal Sonic in there. This is called Sonic the Hedgehog the movie. I know I just said I want there to be a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. This is technically the cartoon version of the movie, but I want like a Hollywood studio movie. So this movie is actually really good though. The voice acting is kind of terrible in English. Japanese is okay, but whatever. I don't have Sonic Underground or Sonic X because I don't really like those shows. Sonic Underground, it's not horrible, but I just don't like Sonic singing. Why does he need to sing? He doesn't need a guitar, and he has like a brother and sister in that show. I don't really like the concept. So this is the best show in the series. Then I don't have Sonic X either because of the fact that I don't really like that show because it doesn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't know if it wants to be serious like this or it wants to be a comedy like this. And it needs to make up its mind. That's why I don't like the show. So I don't have any of the Sonic. Well, actually, I do have 2 of the Sonic. I have 4 DVDs of Sonic X. What am I talking about? But I don't have them all. And I'm not going to show them to you because, well, maybe I will show them to you. Who knows? I'll see in a second. But yeah, but this is, if you don't have this, the complete series of Sonic the Hedgehog, buy it. Go look on shoutfactory.com or amazon.com and look for this. You must have this one. And let me move on to the comics, which are based on this show.